Hello, and welcome to week 4. Welcome to week 4. I finally got nothing better to do on an evening, so here we go. Weekly show. Magic, thank you very much for running last week. How did it go?
Well, it was me talking for 20 minutes, so pretty rubbish, really, wasn't it? But it's it's nice to get it out there.
Nice. So I didn't actually see the results from the last 2 weeks, if I'm honest. So I'm just gonna have a quick scan through, see how everyone's done. So week 2, Chorfs. Okay, right. Week 3, here we go. So first match, we've got The Descent versus Team Rocket the Third. Did you watch this?
I didn't get a chance in the end. I don't think I've seen any of the games this week.
Okay.
I should really.
I watched this one live. It was great. Sam couldn't knock anything over. Sam got knocked over a lot. Sam's players died a lot. There was lots of fouls. There was GFI fouls, and it was a 2-up. Sorry, not 2-up. It was a 2-0 win, and the Chorfs were so dominant that they had time to actually hand off to a Chorf and let him run in. It was disgusting and great, and it was definitely a double banger alert.
Yeah. Baby Chaos versus, or non-block Chaos versus Chorfs is just,
It's rough.
Brings back bad memories of.
And
Chaos.
all he was doing is just rolling pushes the whole game as well. So I didn't feel too bad for him, but yeah. Next up, we've got Kung Fu Fighting versus the Canadian Convoy. 2-all.
Yeah.
Heard it was a pretty good game.
I heard there were some crazy dice rolls at some points.
Yeah, and I think they've scored more in that game than my Chaos did all of last season combined.
I'm sure Yates told me that he had to win it. He had he took a 3 dice uphill, which he didn't roll a skull on, to make a gap. And I think he had a 2+ to, like, after that he did a couple of other bits and went for a 2+, and he failed the 2+ at the end.
Classic Yates. He loves failing a 2-up. That's all he does when I play him. He either fails a 2-up or just rolls solid 6s the entire game, like one of those two. And then we had the Wagland Wanderers versus Lord of the Mig. 2-0.
I didn't see this one. I'm looking at the stats on Spike, and it was 62 blocks to Battlehawk versus 42 to Miggy. So that was 108 blocks.
Yeah.
In 32 turns if you split it between the two of them. Well, let's not. Let's do it between 16. That's an average of 7 blocks a turn.
Does that tell you how many red dice Miggy threw? Because
no, it just tells me blocks. But we've got 23 armor breaks between the two, 7 KOs, 4 casualties. So
nice. I heard one of the wolves got banged up, but I guess we can have a look at the teams in a minute.
One of Miggy's wolves was already down. Miggy's super wolf, if I remember correctly, was already was MNG.
Okay, yeah. I think you're right.
So
that definitely happened.
He's alive for the next game to get fouled and kicked.
I think that happened when he played Avenged, didn't it? Yeah, that was week 2.
Yeah. I tried that with a tabletop last night. I fouled my opponent's killer turn 1, KO'd him, and he didn't wake up for the whole game.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
That's how you deal with a killer. Make them sleep.
And the X-Elves versus their wolf, their castle 2. 2-0 to the Elves.
2-0, yeah. That's pretty standard pro elf material, isn't it? Bang the ball in, I would imagine. Deal with the attrition.
I need to see this elf coach because he's doing really well, and I still haven't seen him play.
Arne Holt's good. I came across him in Searoll's Blitzer League, and he was pretty good. I mean, looking at this, he dealt with 5 casualties and a death on his team, and 3 KOs, and still came up with a 2-0 win.
Yeah, and he's playing against Necro as well, which is just unbalanced bullshit. So he's done really well. Then we've got the Onion Flaps, which is an awesome name, versus the Tin Town Rats. That was a 2-0. I think it was a turn 16 score to take it to 2-0. It was pretty close. Really fun game. Gridbug just kind of played like he didn't give a shit about the Rats. And yeah, there was lots of punching, lots of running. There were some frenzy traps, so there was some good tactics employed by the ogres, hiding Noblars behind ogres and stuff for frenzy traps. It was pretty entertaining actually. But yeah, good win there for Grid. And then
4 deaths, so don't know what they were.
Probably Skaven.
Probably. Yeah.
And then yeah, that brings us on to what I've been told was complete total bullshit Dice Lord. Is that?
So basically, I played this while fairly hungover, and if you watch the VOD back of the game, you could probably see my hand shaking as I'm playing the game.
So you're masturbating to your own dice rolls. I knew you did that.
So there's a point where I misclicked into a 6+ dodge and made it.
Yeah.
But I was like, what the hell's going on? Why did it do that? I watched it back, and you can see the mouse shaking and gradually working its way off the square.
Are you an alcoholic?
Yeah. We had a very big session on the Saturday. We'd started drinking at 2 in the afternoon, so
you were asleep by 4.
Yeah. So I probably shouldn't have played it. So I did get away with a couple there, and yeah, it's. I mean, that misclick wouldn't have stopped me scoring, but it would have made it.
Oh no, I heard it was. I heard the whole game rested on that misclick, and as usual, because you've actually done this to me before, when we've played, you 5-up dodged with a flesh golem, and no reroll needed. And you, again, you just fucking herp-derped it. You're like,
It would have left me with 2 GFIs to score, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Game would have been unwinnable if you didn't make that dodge.
It was a bit harsh, but I don't know what to say. I got away with one. Definitely.
Cool. So we'll have a look at the leaderboard. We've got Avenged at the top. He's in first position. Get that banger alert going. Then we got Magic second. Gonna flash that banger alert again. Why not?
I'm gonna get banged on next game anyway. So
Battlehawk third. Congrats, Battlehawk. That is probably the best start I've seen you have to a season. You're still undefeated, so good job, dude. Holt in at 4th. 2 wins, 1 loss. Joint 4th, actually, with the Ogres, Onion Flaps. Banger. If Big Floor could not embarrass us all by making playoffs again with Ogres, that would be fantastic. Like,
I'm going to give him a free win this week. So
everyone 5th and below, just sort your shit out and stop letting the Ogres win, please. It's embarrassing. If you think Ogres are good now, wait till till you start playing Blood Bowl 3. They can have a bench of like 25 players, so they can just foul you non-stop. It's horrid. Yeah. So Crespo in at 6th. Sorry, 1-1-1. And then below we've got Gridbug 1-0-2. To be fair, like he's done well to pick up a 2-0 there, because I think if you're 002 in the league, you do not want a 6 ogre developed team as your next matchup.
Especially when you're running something like 1200 Skaven.
Yeah. We've got Sam. Sam is in. I'm only going to flash banger twice because I think you actually need to roll powers to be considered a banger. He's more of a pusher. More of a pusher. 1-0-2 there. Crazy. bit of a rough start. Would expect he'd be a little bit higher up with his team at 1-0-2 there.
I think he's had a rough start. I mean, he obviously had those bloody
Elves last week. Yeah,
he had the elves. They had elves the week before, which got him his win, and then he played me first out, so
Obviously,
we cancelled that. We cancelled out the necro. So
you're just gonna dice him. So fair enough.
Pretty much. That's all. That's the plan.
Leffe.
Better lucky than good.
yeah, definitely. Leffe 0-1-2. I'm massively invested to see if Prawn Michaels is still alive, so we'll check on his team in a minute.
Somebody did die. I don't know who.
Maybe it was Jake the Cake. Anyway, we'll see. Yates in at 11th, 0-1-2. But that number one bottom spot, holding up the whole division, he's that hench. Miggy, 0-3. I'm just making up numbers now. 0-0-3. I'm starting to think he's colorblind because he's throwing more red dice than normal. It's Miggy.
Oh, I feel you practiced that one.
No, that was off the cuff. But yeah, good job, Migs. Should we confirm the round then?
Confirm the round. Let's go.
Boom.
Oh, we can do some predictions as we go, can't we?
Great idea. Great idea. So what is the current score?
The current score after round 1, because we haven't done it for 2 weeks, is 7 points to you and 5 points to me.
7 points is nearly more than I got all of last season against Uber, so I'm feeling pretty good on that.
You actually got 3 results spot on.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking genius.
So
yeah, that's it. Absolute genius. Right, so first up we got the Skanks and Sorass versus the Descent. So let's check out the Skanks first.
They're a bit beaten up, I think.
15-20. Let's remember the team value because I never factor that into my results. He's down 1 Saurus, but to be fair, that team's okay.
3. He's got they're all block Saurus by 1 and 3 mighty blows on the field. Stand firm, guard Crocs. He's going to be hard to deal with. Yeah,
this is a nice team.
I think this. I mean, I know what the other team's like. I still think this is a challenge for the Chaos Dwarfs. I think no Claw. I don't think
this could be a playoff team. I think there's the core foundation is here, and we're still pretty early on. But yeah, that's a nice team. So that's 15-20, 60k in the bank, and that is against the Descent. So this is 15-90. So there will be it's probably like a whatchamacallit, it's like a babe difference or something, isn't it? What have we got here? The Strength 5 Dodge Bull, pretty cool. Block Break Tackle Bull, Guard Mighty Blow, and that's the list.
I think I mean looking at the two teams, I think the Lizards have a fairly decent chance on this.
Yeah.
I know they've got 5 guard, but that 1 guard Crocs is going to be a pain to shift. And that's going to make anything around him strength 5. So the Chaos Dwarves are going to need a couple. Yeah, I think they're going to be quite good. And if he's got a Saurus free, if you can keep one of those block Mighty Blow Sauruses to pick off some Hobgoblins, you could find... I think this game is all about who protects the weak players the best. Yeah,
I think that's a fairly good point. This game, it's going to go... hate to bring him up, but do you remember Arknalax? And he had a game in his Chalice run. I don't know if you ever mentioned that, actually, but he got through to the playoffs in Chalice. And I think he played, was it Calais or someone like that? Someone was playing Bretts or Berts or whatever you want to call them. And the first half, they basically just spread the dwarfs out, didn't let them focus around anything, so you could only get 1 or 2 in play, and it just totally countered all the guard, because they were playing the full width of the pitch, so you couldn't just focus on one area. And then in the second half, I think one of the dwarfs fell over, and the guy moved all his players into gang foul, and Ark was like, great, and just wrapped his team up, and that was literally game over. I think it'll be like that. I think whoever like controls where the fight happens will
But
probably
again,
win this.
the lizards have got that pace.
Yeah.
So they can readjust, they can get the play off, they can get the play out.
Yeah.
So as you're leading, do you want to pick first or
No, I'll let you pick, mate.
um yeah, I'm tempted to go with the 1-1 draw, you know.
Really throwing it out there. Going big to try and claw some points back, I see.
I'm going with the 1-1 draw.
Okay. I'm going to say, because Crespo was pretty upset last week, and I think there's a possibility, if there's a couple of early Kaz, he might like have a dip, even if it's just for a couple of turns, but that might be all Avenge needs. So I'm going to pick the Chorfs. I'm going to pick 2-1 for the Chorfs. I think they're going to have to score twice.
Cool. Fair enough.
Next up, you've got the Flaps versus the Beans. So the Flaps, 1660, 120 in the bank.
I genuinely don't know how I'm supposed to play against this team.
Is your right hand shaking now, or?
Yeah, that's because I've got a picture of you up. So, this team is just.
It's great. It's great. He's even got a juggernaut break tackle, so you're not even safe hiding behind flesh golems because he can just bat them out of the way with fucking ease.
Literally, like there's no like 3 guard. I mean, and last time we played him, maybe the Noblars will stop being bulletproof this time. Because you remember last season when I played him, those Noblars refused to die.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So yeah, it's gonna be
right, let's have a look at the fucking Nerdmobile. The Zombies. Right, you're 20k more expensive as well, so he could technically. Oh, you're sat in some cash.
Yeah, I'm sat in some cash. So.
I mean, you've got block tackle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't have.
You don't have mighty blow tackle though.
No, I wanted it on the white, but he rolled a movement up, and I just thought.
Yeah, especially with jump up as well. You kind of
jump up, movement 7, mighty blow piling on.
I don't blame you. And to be honest, once you get mighty blow, you get to 76 quick anyway. Piling on, sorry.
Yeah, and one of the issues is if you have to go, or you've only got your werewolves and your white that can go. You've got your golems movement 6, but the rest are all movement 4. So I've now got 2 movement 7 players.
Yeah. He can. You've got a lot of blodge, which is good, but he can 3 dice you quite a lot.
Yeah, quite easy, and he's very good at doing that. Is big. It's going to be an interesting one.
He's good at maths.
And he makes sure that the dice are white ones as well when he hits, which is I've heard is a really good tactic.
What does that mean? Because I thought red meant blood. So.
Right. No, the white means that like you're scaring your opponent to death, and they just like all the blood goes. And white in terror.
Don't throw those, Miggy. Oh no! Don't do it.
Don't do it. So yeah. I'm going to let you make the prediction first, because it's your turn.
I'm going to pick you, and I'm going to say 2-0.
You're going to go 2-0 to me.
Yeah, just because if you lose, I get the satisfaction of knowing that you lost to the Ogres, but if you win, I've got that cushion of knowing that I got some points.
You know what? I got to back myself because I feel I have to, but I'm going to go 2-1.
Okay, so you're going to let him score. I see how it is. Next up, this one should actually be good, depending on how much of a team Grid has. We've got the X-Elves versus the Tin Town Rats. Do you want to talk us through the X-Elves?
Yeah, I really like this team, except I hate this team. So he's got a great blitzer, blodge tackle blitzer, which is going to be hard to get rid of. Another sidestep blitzer, obviously. Movement 9 catcher with a. I'm surprised he didn't go sprint on it. I know it's not a natural, but so he's got a move 9 catcher with blodge. He's got a sprint with blodge as well. He's got another playing catcher. That thrower is insane.
What is that?
Like, he's got strong arm, which means he adds 1.
It's a short,
accurate,
or long bomb.
Accurate is just
just one whenever you do it.
When he passes short, long, or
Oh,
bomb. So, yeah.
A quick pass it won't impact, but it's a 2-up anyway, isn't it? So
it's a 2 anyway, and he gets +1 for accurate as well. So he's literally
long bombing on a 3.
Pretty much with a reroll and safe throw. So that thrower can literally throw half the length of the pitch on a 1 in 9 to a movement 9 blodge player that has nerves of steel. How do you stop him throwing up and down the pitch apart from killing him?
I can answer that.
He's got one of those greatly named players, Beast, who is block strength 4.
That's nice. If there is a player with long legs, or extra long legs, or whatever it is, it prevents the use of safe throw.
It does, yes.
So you take pass block, you take extra long legs, and you take extra arms, which means you intercept on a 50-50, I think. Because you get...
That's a lot of player development just to play one
just
team.
for this one game. Yeah,
right.
It only take you 2.5 seasons to get the guy there, but yeah, he might intercept.
So
that
he's 1550. If we look at Gridbug, he's 1, 2, 3, 4,
12,
5,
10.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's 1260 because he's got 1.
Yeah.
He needs an extra loner, so he's got 300. So wizard.
I'm not sure if he'll take a wizard. Having a chat with him today.
Dirty player bribes.
Yeah, so he's taken a wizard on 2 occasions now, and it's failed both of them. So he was saying to me that he actually feels the value is better to have players on the pitch rather than the wizard. And to be honest, it's not like the cages. He's fighting a team that's going to slowly cage up and push up. They'll they'll sit back, and then they'll go.
It's going to be a shootout. He's got an edge movement. Sorry, an AV6 gutter runner. This team's a bit. I mean, he could afford the extra lineman, so it's not a loner. But he's probably saving for another gutter runner. He's only got the 2 gutter runner, one of which is AV6. I mean, I suppose it's all down to that killer. If that killer fires, he could just remove elves.
Yeah, and I think we'll probably see Skitter. I think you'll probably see an induced gutter runner as well. I think that would probably be...
Skitter's a nice choice. Skitter's about 260 though.
Okay, so you'll see Skitter and maybe
Skitter with stab is nice.
What is it? Babe as well, and then just try and keep your players on. And then he's got the block tackle mighty blow piling on piece and just hit with that over and over and over again, and just try and RNG it.
Yeah.
Right, sir. I'll let you pick.
I am going 3-2. No, I'm going 3-1 to Arneholt.
Okay.
Or do I want 3-2? I'm going to go 3-2 to Arneholt.
I'm going to say 2-1 to the Rats.
That's good because we've got some different. I like having different results in. It means that it's not we're all just picking up the same results.
Yeah.
Right. So, Wildland Wanderers and their Wolf, their Castle.
Right. Should we look at the Wanderers first? 1,500 orcs.
He keeps losing blitzers, but I think he's got all his blitzers back.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They've all got Mighty Blow. One's got a nickel. One's got Pile and one's got Tackle, so you got decent coverage there. He's got Strength 5 block Blackhawk. That's a nice piece. Another block Blackhawk.
That is a nice piece, actually. That's 2 Strength 5 pieces.
Yeah.
One with loner.
That's
he's
a
got a thrower,
hefty front line.
and he's got a nice little thrower there. That thrower's pretty cool.
Nerves to Steel as well. I mean, I would have probably gone Accurate, but yeah.
I think. Well, he's got a level, so he might have Accurate on there.
Yeah. True.
Accurate would be quite nice, actually.
Do you see he's got 50k in the bank, right? Do you see him taking a Goblin here? Oh no, he's got one. Goblin. He's fucking got one. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
1, 2, 3, 4. So he does, and he has got enough for the bench. Nah, I think he just takes that as is. Where's the?
Lemon G.
He's got a little bit over, so yeah.
Ooh, so yeah, their Wolf, their Castle at 1470 with 130k in the bank. I think it's a 30k, will be up to 50k team difference depending on what skill he takes on the thrower. So you could see a cheeky scummed wizard here.
Could do.
And I think that might be a nice option for Crazy, just to break that front line down, or break the cage down.
Yeah, because it's going to be difficult to... I mean, this is one of the issues Necro do have, is hitting a... They don't have a big piece. They don't have a strength 5 piece option to break the line, to put a hole when you need it.
Yeah.
And... You know, so that can make life slightly tricky. But he's got 4 Mighty Blow, 1 with piling on. He does have a Blodge Wolf and a Plain Wolf. Ghouls, but see, I think that Ghoul's in trouble if that Ghoul gets hunted down.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking heavy artillery going after that.
But he does have a. I do love this zombie. Yeah. Dirty player, sneaky git.
He doesn't have a bottom jaw, but my god, he's got sneaky git and dirty player, and that's all he needs. I guess if you're not blocking with him, right? Why the hell does he need strength 3? Just keep him around. Exactly.
You just, it does mean he struggles as obviously we put zombies in as to take punches, but yeah.
Does he struggle, or is he more effective because your opponent will focus him because he's strength 2, and he will potentially draw attention, even if it's not like a key thing? You might draw a block out of order.
I think personally, most coaches I know will forget that he's strength 2.
Yeah,
I do it all the time. You know that there's a strength 2 zombie, and you forget which one it is, and then you forget that there's one there.
Yeah, that's the point. He's 90k though, actually, looking at it. That's quite an expensive strength.
Quite an expensive foul piece. Maybe it's a scummed bribe, because I know he's got sneaky get, but you want to keep him on the pitch.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe I get rid of him. I guess he's just waiting because he's got 2 others there on 5. I suppose
if yeah, I mean, part of me would like Dirty Player Zombie, but I'm just not accruing SPP on the zombies.
Oh, no. Oh, that must be so... Oh, it's going on your positional pieces. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I had 5 zombie MVPs in a row when I did Undead. 5.
I've had a few, but they've been spread out, and then they tend to die when they get... I have had a habit of putting like 5 SPP players on the line so that they die, so that they don't start racking up the.
Don't make me make a decision.
Exactly. Right. So that's all right. It's your turn to go.
It's a tough one because
it is.
Crazy is a very, very good coach, and the ability he's got to. Do you know what? I'm going to back my man Hawk. I
That's brilliant. You know what? Crazy's a really good coach. He's got all the ability to. I'm going to back Hawk.
Yeah, I'm going for Hawk. I don't think I've ever picked Hawk before. Hawk, you can tell me if I have or I haven't, but I think this is the first time I'm going to say he's got a great start to the season. He's got a great looking team. He's got bench, so even if there's a couple of freak removals in the first half, he's still going to have players there in the second. And I think that there's just so much mighty blow. Regen, for some coaches it's 100% success rate, but for most of us it's not that great. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Hawk, and I'm gonna say 2-0. I'm gonna say it's gonna 2-0, and there's gonna be a shit ton of casualties.
I'm gonna follow your lead and go with a Hawk win, but I'm just gonna say 1-0.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a ground out Hawk drive, and I think he'll just stop the he won't let the Necro advance. The Necro will then try to break, and he'll send in the tackle mighty blow to mop up anything that goes around the back. That's my prediction.
Yeah. I don't think you're far wrong there. But I'll stick with the 2. So next up we got the Kung Fu Fighting. Oh, we get to see if the players are alive. And then
we love this team. This team's brilliant. Where are they at?
Versus Lord of the Red Dice. So let's let's find the Kung. Where are they? Oh, it's the big ham bone.
Yep.
Come on, Prawn. Yeah, Prawn Michaels is still about. Oh, he's got SPP. Drake the Cake. Drake the Cake is there.
I think Nacho Man Savage is a replacement. I think he died.
Possibly.
I think he was a guard blitzer before.
Yeah, I think he had something, didn't he?
I think he had a guard. Let's have a quick look. Who died? Somebody definitely died. Yeah, Nacho Man Savage was a guard blitzer who died, which I think is why he's gone guard on his
Mighty blow Hitman.
On Hitman. I think he would have gone tackle potentially, or piling on if he hadn't lost that guard. I think he wants that guard piece though, because guard is such a good skill.
It's not piling on though. It's not re-rolling an injury. So
yeah, but it allows him to hit more. He's got the Edge 4 blitzer, which is nice. If you can roll a double and get blodge on that, ooh, happy days. 4 catches. So I was chatting with Leffy in the game we played, which he just sat back. He just said, "I'm not fighting Necro." And he said his ogre had died the game before, or first game of the season, and he's sort of gone, right, I don't think he's replacing him until he can afford him, but he's gone 4 catches. So he's got 4 movement 8 players, 2 with blodge, 1 with wrestle. He's got 4 movement 7 players with block. This is a fast team.
Yeah.
And it gets over. Yeah, it's 4 movement 8 players.
Yeah, and Leffe's pretty good as well, so he'll punish you if you step out of position.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and he's got bench as well. If he takes damage, you can replace them. You can throw in the odd foul. It's not an old team.
It's good.
It's only played 6 games. It's not a bad team for a team that's played 6 games.
Yeah, and into the kind of teams that are in this league as well, because there are a lot of banger teams. So yeah, he's doing all right so far.
Did you say banger teams? So who's he up against?
Lord of the Red Dice.
Oh, there we go. Talking to bangers.
Okay.
I've got to say, I'm putting it out there. That is the world's most expensive
bad wolf, bad good player,
foul target.
Yeah.
It's that good. No matter when it hits the deck, you are going to hit it, aren't you?
I mean, I'd be tempted to turn 1 wizard it, because it's got a niggle on it. There's just
Yeah.
just get it out of the way.
Yeah, and Leffe will have a little bit of inducements. Leffe's at 1390.
He'll have a wizard.
So he will have a wizard. Yeah. So does the Aberrate hold? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. He'll be targeting that wolf. He might do us all a favor and get rid of it.
Yeah, I can't. The problem is, right, I'm trying to help Miggy with Blood Bowl, and he's not learning the lessons that he should learn. Like, just running in with a niggled Edge 4 Claw Mighty Wolf. It's hitting the deck, and it's surviving. It should be dead now.
Yeah, part of me doesn't like the edge on it in a weird way. There's part of me just thinks it's now got two jobs.
Well, I mean, it's better, right? If it's your defensive piece, which it definitely is, if you get tied down, you can 2-up out and go and hunt down whenever you need to.
There is that, and you're going to take it. I don't know, it feels expensive. Maybe the niggle makes me feel worse, but I don't know when the niggle came.
This is the first game he's actually gone in with 2 wolves, so his TV is like quite a lot higher than he's probably expecting. But I think, Miggy, like, I'm going to give you some advice here. Watch that block video that I've sent you 8 times now around when you have strength advantage, when you don't. Look out for guard, because you were doing that last season, or the last season you played in. You got your head around the blocking and it's kind of gone again. But when you had your head around it, you were beating good coaches. Even the great Rick, you managed to beat Rick through your knowledge. So just try and put a bit more focus in, because I know you can do it, and you'll start getting better results. But until I know Miggy's gonna properly concentrate and think about his moves, I can't pick him, even if he's got a better team, because I've just seen him roll too many red blocks to like start his turn and stuff. So I'm gonna pick Leffe. I'm gonna say.
Oh, he's picking out first.
Sorry, I've jumped the gun there.
Yeah.
I'll let you go then. I'll let you go.
I wait because I think Miggy's team has quite a lot of advantages over.
It's got loads of advantages apart from the coach. It's like having an F1 car, but then you find out I'm driving it. It's not going to win the race.
He's not got a ghoul, has he?
Why would he have a ghoul? It doesn't have Mighty Blow.
Got that.
No, he
doesn't have the guard though. There is that.
If I was Miggy as well, I'd probably pick up another zombie and have a fouling piece.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think you've got to have a bench. Although part of you would save for a ghoul and use that to give you that extra player. Oh, I really don't know what to do on this. My brain is saying that Miggy's going to pick up a win here.
Do it. Say it.
My brain says that team just.
Does that team get the win if it's taking uphill blocks all game?
There's no tackle, is there? And he's got to come up against a couple of move 8 project. Right. I'm going to go Leffe. I'm going to give Leffe a 2-0. After all that I said about Miggy, I'm going to go Leffe 2-0.
I'll go Leffe, but I'll go 1-0, just so we've got a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, last game.
Team Rocket the third and the Canadian Convoy.
Team Rocket the third.
Team Banger the third. Let's go. Well, this might come as a shock to you, Magic. We've got some Claw and Mighty Blow.
We have some Claw, Mighty Blow.
This team's fucked up. You've got 2 niggled warriors. You've got 1 niggled, 1 minus movement. It's Blodge though, and block guard. And then you've got this Beastman here, which I think took a really bad injury or death last game, and then got apothode, but I could be wrong there.
Which one? The
7-4.
Dragonite. That's a beast of a player. It's a
Yeah.
beast of a player.
Yeah.
I think there's yeah, claw mighty blow, but there's a lack of block.
Yeah, minus miss next game and minus movement on the strength 4. The other strength 4 has had 3 stat ups on this team. It's crazy. Wrestle
Yeah.
Beastman, another shock, Mighty Blow Beastman, and then a Block Beastman. So he'll be on 11 players at 1450. That is quite expensive for the shape that team's in.
That's one of the issues with Chaos do get expensive quick, especially if you throw on some stats on there. Right, let's have a look at Yates then. Yates.
Bottom right.
Oh, I've got him. I'm just looking through the team. So we've got Blodger and Wrestle Live. He's still got that foul piece. It's just expensive.
But not only can it foul, it can dodge and then foul you.
Yeah. But he's not got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's been running. When it had Dirty Player, I'm not a big fan of it, but I could see his logic. He had a bench, and it was a way to get some bang for his buck out of his team. Now that it's got dodge, it just feels expensive. It's a 110k player. And he hasn't got a bench, which means he's going to struggle.
Oh, he's got Edge 5 Blodge Blitzer though.
Blitzer, that's a really nice piece. That's. I mean, missing the other Blitzer is a bit of a pain. He's got an accurate.
Be a shame if
safe...
that got claw pommed. Oh, not pommed. You can't palm it, but claw might.
Well, yeah, but again, he's got no block and he's got no tackle, so. He's relying on power fishing, which it happens surprisingly a lot. But if you can keep that protected, he's got a thrower. It's an interesting one. It's two teams that have kind of got a lot of development, but don't have anything massive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. There's nothing that you look at that and you go, wow. Apart from the Edge 5 Blitz is quite nice, but yeah.
So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 70k for a lineman. So he's 1400 to Sam's 1450. So it's going to be maybe a babe for Yates. Right, I've got to let you make a decision. It's your call.
Right, so Yates is gonna put his players in harm's way to get to try and force a shootout. But I think if Sam plays it tactically, he'll let Yates score, get the ball back, and then just force him into a punch-up. Yates will pressure him non-stop, so it's not like it'll be like he'll just catch it and get a 2-1 grind. But there's the potential. The way Yates plays, he gives you a lot of blocks, and that's what Sam's going to need, because he doesn't have those skills like block or tackle. He's going to need multiple attempts to knock players down, but I think when he does, he's going to start removing them really quick. So I'm going to say Sam. I'm going to say 2-1, but it's not going to be like a comfortable grind, if you know what I mean. It'll be really messy, but I think the strength difference and the 2 claw mighty blow pieces just ripping through those linemen, it will cause them real problems.
I'm actually going to go the other way. I'm going to go for 2-0 for Yates. I think that Sam is going to have. I think Sam's going to struggle with the amount of dodge on this elf team. He doesn't have block, so if he hits the dodge pieces, they're not going down. And I think Yates will put him under pressure. I think he'll score quick. He'll put him under pressure. I think. Well, how many rerolls has Sam got? I assume he's got 3.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's got 3 rerolls. I think he's going to run through his rerolls quite quick. And I think he's going to end. I think we're going to see a turnover. So I'm going to go 2-0 Yates. I think there's a bit of. I think he just might have that pressure to make life tricky for him.
Yeah, and that's it. Yates does play like 200% pressure. So he will be all over him, but I just think he's going to give up. But I played Yates and Fumble in a league a couple of weeks ago, and the amount of blocks I got on my drive, I'd removed half his team by half time, and I had no mighty blow. I have block, but I had no mighty blow, no claw. I just got so many hits.
He has been practicing with that Hayoff team, and he is getting better at not engaging as much, and sort of sitting back and then putting the pressure on when there's pressure to be put on. So I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that brings us on to our final thing.
Final thing. So we should have mentioned at the start. It's a surprise.
Yeah,
Too late to mention it now.
There's a surprise. Maybe put it in the video title or something.
Yeah. Watch the end for a surprise.
Well, so we're gonna do.
You can timestamp it. Timestamp it.
I can't be bothered to do that.
I'll do it for you.
Thanks. So yeah, we're gonna try and do a couple of like non-pressure, like one-off events over the maybe once every couple of months or something, just to spice it up. If you league teams getting shit on or something like that, it's still. You've got an excuse to just roll some dice with people. I was playing around with doing something with our open ladder, but we only have, since the season started, the activity in that's dropped down quite a bit. It's basically just Yates now.
Who wants to play Yates?
Me, I do like hanging out with Yates, in fairness, unless he dices me, and then I don't like it. So yeah, we're gonna do some KO Cups throughout the year. And the theme that I'm going to go for maybe the next couple, if it sucks and we hate it, obviously we'll drop it, but we're going to try. There was a league on Fumble back in the day, and I think it was called the Xenophobe League or something like that. And basically, they would do a draw, pick a race, and then people would submit teams of that race to find out who's the best Goblin coach, who's the best human coach, who cares who the best Necro coach is, that kind of thing. So we're going to do a draw now, live on the air. Say live, this is pre-recorded.
It's live for us.
Spin. Right.
And I can't see what's going on, so you're going to have to tell me.
Well. Is that working?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's spinning! Woo!
It is.
Oh, look at... Oh!
Okay, so
what will it be?
First of all, as it's got my personalized web adverts, I'm so glad it is just like toys and stuff. So
I can't see what kind of toys are they.
Spawn. Spawn the comic book, maybe some Witcher stuff. Thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, escape with that one. So
Witcher porn.
The wheel will spin.
Oh, what we got the... Is it
spinning right now? It's spinning right now.
Oh!
Oh! It's lizards.
Ah, interesting. Completely blockless teams. Wow.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting. So,
are we just picking 1,000-point teams?
Yeah, sounds good. Start everything fresh. I've put a lot of thought into this, obviously. But
I think that's an interesting way of doing it. Just everyone's got the same team effectively, or you can try and be clever with your build.
Yeah, like if you want to do like an all skink team or something like that, and everyone will just think you're a dick. But yeah, we'll go with 4. Like we'll put some announcements out, and we'll ask you all over the next couple of days. It's obviously not mandatory, but I'd like to get 4 to 8 people involved, and we'll just do a little KO Cup. and then you'll
Yeah.
have a little crown on your head or something if you win. Yay. Or if I win, I'll probably order some kind of massive trophy to sit on that back wall with all my others. So yeah, no, cool. Magic. Anything else you wanna say to the people?
No, I think we're done. I think we've done it all. We've got it. I've got the predictions set up. They're saved on the spreadsheet. We'll see how we get on.
Would now be a great time to tell you that I forgot to press record.
You see, I don't know if you're joking or not.
You don't have anything planned immediately after this, do you? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I did that
there was
with...
a bit of me there.
Who did I do it with? Maybe Matt. And I forgot to turn his audio on. So, like, No, it was... Who's that fucking ginger one? Who's that fucking ginger one? Geordie.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, serious. It was serious. I did a show with him and didn't record any of his audio. But luckily everyone could understand what I was saying, so it's fine. But yeah, we'll leave it on that. Thank you. Thanks for doing this, Magic. Thanks for doing the show last week as well. And good luck everyone this week. See you soon.